Okay, so as we said, setup-wise, looking very, very good. I think you're certainly a lot more relaxed now in the setup. Again, that's going to help create that speed. It's speed that we're trying to create, speed at the bottom here to get that power, okay? Now, the one on the left-hand side, obviously, is the ball. This hasn't got the ball. So the swings are going to look different, but just showing you what we're trying to create. Physically, you can do it. It just shows you without the ball there. It's just more of a mind thing to try and overcome sort of the psychology of the ball's there. I've got to shrug up. So backswing-wise, again, looking great. You're storing an awful lot of power there in both swings. So that both of them look pretty much identical, okay? As we said, the hips are working better now as we're bringing the golf club down, okay? You can see in both these cases, lower half working. What we're trying to do from here now, if you look at kind of this sort of L position that you've got here on the way back, we're trying to replicate that on the way through.
Yeah.
So as you swing through, that right arm, you're going to swish the club to target and an unhinging of the wrist. It's that unhinging that creates the speed. The left-hand one here now, you'll see when you come in, left elbow now starts leading. It's all very shrugged. And at this point now, the club now is kind of level. The arms, it almost looks like got a heavy club trying to lift her through. Whereas when there's no ball there, as we swing through, there's the right arm there. Now the club is not in a perfect position, but it's certainly a better position. If we sort of clear all them now and just look at the difference there, you can see that movement there now, sort of unhinging of the wrist, body's twisting, hips are working, and there's a lot more freedom with the arms as we go through, a lot wider swing. You can see where your hands are staying a nice sort of distance away from your body. Great swish there. Look at this. This almost looks like, say, you've got a heavy club. It's like, I've got to come on, try and lunge it through. And that's the sensation. In an attempt to try and create power, if you tense up, your muscles are going to get very, very tight and very sort of fatigued in some ways. The club will therefore feel heavier. You'll get this sort of tucked up motion. Now, although we said you're looking at those arms there, don't look at that, oh God, I was trying to keep my arm. It's just getting that sensation of a hinge to an unhinge. So that practice with a split hand grip I think will help, because you'll start getting the feeling of how the hands and arms do this, okay? And it's that kind of sensation, and you can practice at home. Just stand there, normal setup. So I sometimes do with my arms sort of set like this. Thumbs are pointing down as we go back. Thumbs are up. Thumbs are up. Okay. What you do is kind of pull this way. If we look at that position there now, your thumbs never really sort of start pointing upwards until your right arm is sort of completely bent, almost now your thumbs are pointing up. Whereas here, I would say at this thing, you're unhinging your wrist, now your thumbs are starting to point up that way. Just getting that hinge, and that's where the power comes. The second power. The first power is sort of the torso twisting and the hips rotating. You're doing that really well. So you've got that power source. It's now combining both together to maximise the power and the strength that you've got. Because you can hit the ball over 100 plus yards easily. The power's there. It's just almost in some ways what's in there. They're sort of saying, hit it harder, come on.
That's the mad thing about it, it's just hitting it further.
Exactly. But the way everyone tries to hit the ball further is all this sort of tension and shrugging, and it just gets very tight and tense. And excuse me. Yeah, tension is, I say, the biggest killer of speed, and we want speed. We're not trying to muscle the ball to target. It's just hinge, unhinge, and that speed there of the club head. So if we can get that sensation, the thumbs are working up both sides. I mean, you should stand there with your hands sort of like, imagine sort of holding a mini rugby ball or a football, and just stand there and go, thumbs up, okay? And just get this motion here, okay? Do that for 5 minutes. Put the kettle on, do that twice a day or something for 2 minutes, okay? Just get that sensation there, okay? It's not this way.
Okay, now I managed to perfect